Ladies and gentlemen, if you're between the ages of 50 and 80 and you're living alone, this message is crafted especially for you. Let me start by saying this. You are not invisible. You are not forgotten. You are not finished. In fact, you're standing in one of the most powerful and beautiful chapters of your life. And while the world may focus on youth, I want to focus on you because you have something they don't. Experience, resilience, wisdom, and the strength to rise each morning on your own terms. Living alone in this season isn't a sentence. It's a blessing in disguise. Yes, it has its challenges. Yes, there are days that feel heavy. But it also holds incredible opportunity. It is your time to rediscover who you are, what you love, and how you want to live. You've spent years, maybe decades, caring for others, being the rock, holding down a household, a job, a family, or maybe all three. But now the spotlight shifts. It's time to pour that same love, that same attention into you. And that shift, it begins every morning. Mornings are sacred. They are the most powerful time of the day, especially when you're living alone. Because how you start your morning determines how your entire day unfolds. And string enough of those good days together, you transform your life, one sunrise at a time. Maybe you've been told that slowing down is just part of aging. Maybe you felt like your health is slipping out of your hands. Or maybe, just maybe, you've started to believe that your best days are behind you. But let me tell you something that I believe with all my heart, and they are not. You have so much life left, so much love, so much power, so much potential to feel good, to move freely, to think clearly, and to wake up with purpose, even if there's no one else in the house to see it. This video isn't about complicated routines or expensive wellness trends. It's about 5 simple morning habits I've used myself that can radically improve your physical health, your mental clarity, and your emotional peace. These aren't just tips, they are lifelines, anchors, small, consistent actions that can keep you feeling vibrant, steady, and strong, even in solitude. So whether you're waking up in a quiet apartment, a cozy home, or somewhere in between, I want you to know this. You are not alone in this journey. You are capable of feeling good again. You are still writing your story. And it all begins with how you start your day. So get comfortable, grab a cup of tea or coffee, and let's walk through these 5 powerful habits together. You deserve a healthy, joyful, purpose-driven life, and your new morning routine might just be the key. Let's begin. If you're age 50 to 80 and live alone. These 5 morning habits keep you healthy. A new day, a new you. It's never too late to start living well. Good morning, beautiful soul. If you are between the ages of 50 and 80 and living alone, I want you to listen closely. This message is meant just for you, because I know something that many people have forgotten to tell you. Your best days can still be ahead of you. Living alone at this stage in life doesn't mean your life is empty. It means you have space to rediscover yourself. It means peace, independence, and the opportunity to pour energy into the one person you may have neglected for too long, you. But to make the most of this season, your mornings are everything. How you begin your day determines how you live your day. And how you live your days, that determines the quality of your life. Now I'm going to share with you 5 morning habits that have kept me healthy mentally, emotionally, and physically, even while living alone. But before we get into those habits, I want to set a foundation. And that foundation is your mindset. Because here's the truth. Age is not your limitation, it's your superpower. You have lived through decades. You've seen love, heartbreak, joy, disappointment, success, failure, and everything in between. You carry wisdom in your bones and resilience in your spirit. You are not starting over. You are starting stronger. So if the world ever made you feel like your life was winding down, ignore it. If loneliness ever whispered to you that you're forgotten, silence it. You're here today, which means your purpose isn't finished. Every morning is a new invitation, a new opportunity, a fresh breath of grace. Now let's talk about the first morning habit that has kept me grounded, focused, and alive with purpose. Habit 1, wake up with gratitude. Before your feet touch the floor, take a moment to pause. Just pause. Place your hand over your heart, take a deep calming breath, and simply say, thank you. You woke up today. That alone is a miracle. In that moment, think of just 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big or profound. Maybe it's the quiet stillness of your home. Maybe it's the comfort of your warm bed. Maybe it's the fact that your heart is still beating with purpose. Gratitude is not just a feel-good emotion, it's a science-backed health booster. It lowers your blood pressure, it eases anxiety, it improves your mood, and enhances your immune system. In other words, it's one of the most powerful natural medicines you have access to, and it costs nothing. When you start your day in gratitude, you shift your entire perspective. Instead of waking up and focusing on what's missing, you begin by recognizing what's still here, and that changes everything. Move your body with purpose. Your energy is still within you. Welcome back. In part 1, we talked about the power of waking up with gratitude. Just that one shift, starting your day with a thankful heart, can change your whole outlook and remind you that there is still so much to live for. Now it's time to move forward. Literally, let's talk about habit 2, move your body with purpose. You see, as we get older, we often hear people say things like, take it easy, or you don't need to do much anymore. But let me tell you the truth. Your body was designed to move, no matter your age. In fact, movement is what keeps you alive, energized, and sharp. Now, I'm not talking about running marathons or lifting heavy weights. I'm talking about purposeful movement, gentle, intentional activity that wakes up your muscles, stimulates your circulation, and reminds your body that you're still here, still strong, and still capable. If you live alone, it can be easy to fall into a sedentary routine. There's no one around to encourage you to move, and sometimes you might think, what's the point? But the point is this: movement is life. And if you want to stay healthy and independent for years to come, morning movement needs to become part of your daily rhythm. Even 10 to 15 minutes can make a huge difference. Start with something simple, light stretching, gentle yoga, or a walk around your home or backyard. You can even dance to your favorite song in the kitchen. It doesn't have to be complicated. What matters is that you're moving your body with intention and love. Here's what happens when you move in the morning. Your blood flow increases, bringing oxygen to your brain and muscle. Your joints stay flexible, reducing stiffness and pain. Your mood improves. Movement releases endorphins, nature's own antidepressants. Your energy rises and you feel more awake, more alive. And the best part? You begin to rebuild your confidence. Every stretch, every step, every breath becomes a message to your soul. I still got it. You begin to walk taller, think clearer, and smile more. You don't need a gym. You don't need fancy equipment. All you need is a willingness to move and a commitment to yourself. So tomorrow morning, after your moment of gratitude, stand up slowly, roll your shoulders, stretch your arms, loosen your neck, and just move. Feel your body wake up with you. Feel your energy returning. And remind yourself it's never too late to take care of me. In part 3, we'll dive into habit 3, nourish your mind before anything else, and how feeding your thoughts the right way can protect your mental health, bring clarity, and help you live with peace, even when you're on your own. You're not just aging, you're evolving, and you're stronger than you've ever been. Nourish your mind before anything else. Protecting your peace starts here. We've already talked about waking up with gratitude and moving your body with purpose. 2 habits that awaken your soul and ignite your energy. Now it's time for something just as important, especially if you live alone: nourishing your mind. This is habit 3, nourish your mind before anything else. Before you turn on the television, before you scroll through your phone, before the world has a chance to speak into your life, you must choose what you feed your mind first. Because here's the truth: just like your body needs healthy food, your mind needs healthy thoughts. And in a world filled with noise, negativity, and distractions, it's easy to let your mind drift into fear, doubt, or sadness, especially when you're by yourself. But listen to me. You have the power to shape your thoughts, and that power is strongest first thing in the morning. Instead of letting the news tell you how to feel, instead of comparing your life to someone else's on social media, make the conscious choice to start your day with mental nutrition. Here's how. Read something uplifting. A daily devotional, a passage of scripture, a motivational quote, or even a few pages from an inspiring book can reframe your thinking and strengthen your mindset. Practice positive self-talk. Look in the mirror and speak life into yourself. Say things like, I am strong, I am healthy, I'm grateful for this day. It may feel strange at first, but it works. The more you affirm your worth, the more your mind starts to believe it. Limit negativity. You are the gatekeeper of your peace. That means you get to decide what enters your mental space. Protect it like your life depends on it. Because it does. Your mind is your sanctuary. If you allow the wrong voices in, you can start to believe lies that were never meant for you. Lies that say you're too old, too late, too alone. But none of that is true. You are still becoming. You are still learning. You are still growing. And the thoughts you choose to focus on each morning can either water your soul or drain it. So ask yourself, what are you feeding your mind? Nourish it with love, truth, hope, and strength. And you'll feel a shift. Your attitude will change. Your confidence will return. Your peace will expand. And suddenly, living alone won't feel like loneliness. It will feel like freedom. In part 4, we'll go into habit 4. Hydrate and fuel your body right. Because what you put into your body determines how well you can live, think, and move throughout the day. You are worthy of a peaceful mind. So guard it, feed it, and let it lead you into a life of purpose. Hydrate and fuel your body right, the foundation of daily wellness. Welcome back, my friend. You've made it this far, and that means you are taking your well-being seriously, and that matters. We've talked about gratitude, movement, and nourishing your mind. Now let's talk about something your body has been craving, even if you haven't noticed it. Habit 4, hydrate and fuel your body right. You've heard it 100 times. Drink more water, eat healthier. But today, I want you to hear it differently. Not as a chore, not as a punishment, but as an act of self-love. Because your body, no matter how many years it's carried you, is still your home. And the way you treat it in the morning sets the tone for how it will treat you throughout the day. Let's begin with hydration. The moment you wake up, your body is dehydrated. You haven't had a sip of water in 7 to 9 hours. That first glass of water in the morning isn't just refreshing, it's vital. It kickstarts your metabolism, flushes out toxins, lubricates your joints, and gives your brain the clarity it needs to think clearly. Make it a habit. Before coffee, before tea, reach for a tall glass of water. Add a slice of lemon if you like. It'll boost digestion and support your immune system. This simple habit alone can add years to your life and life to your years. Now let's talk about fueling your body with food. Skipping breakfast or eating processed sugary foods may feel convenient, but it can leave you feeling sluggish, moody, and drained. You don't need a fancy diet, just a few healthy choices that support your energy and longevity. Choose foods that are high in fiber, like oats, fruits, and whole grains, to help your digestion. Rich in protein, like eggs, Greek yogurt, or nuts, to keep you full and maintain muscle. Packed with healthy fats, like avocado or olive oil, to nourish your brain and heart. Colorful, yes, your plate should look like a garden. Think berries, greens, and oranges. Even a simple breakfast, like oatmeal with fruit and a boiled egg, can do wonders. It tells your body, I care about you. And it gives you the strength to move through your day with clarity and confidence. If you live alone, it's easy to neglect these small things. You might think, no one's watching, why bother? But you're watching, and you deserve to be taken care of by you. Every sip of water, every healthy bite, every kind choice for your body. It all adds up, not just to physical health, but to emotional strength. Because when your body feels good, your soul feels lighter. Here in part 5, we'll talk about habits. 5, connect with something greater than yourself, how faith, nature, and stillness can give you peace when the world is quiet. You are worthy of wellness. So drink deep, eat well, and keep choosing yourself, one healthy morning at a time. Connect with something greater than yourself. You are not alone. Welcome back. By now, you've built a strong foundation. You wake with gratitude. You move with intention. You nourish your mind, you fuel your body. But there's one more morning habit that might just be the most important of all, especially if you live alone and sometimes wonder if anyone really sees you. Habit 5, connect with something greater than yourself. Life has a way of pulling us inward, especially in seasons of solitude. And if you're between the ages of 50 and 80, chances are you've lived through storms, transitions, and maybe even deep loss. You may feel like your best days are behind you, or that no one really understands what you're going through. But let me tell you something powerful. You are not alone. There is a presence greater than you, call it God, Spirit, the universe, or simply a divine peace that is always with you. And when you start your day connecting with that greater presence, you begin to see your life differently. You start to remember that you were never meant to carry everything on your own. How do you make this a habit? Start with silence. Before the noise of the world begins, sit in stillness. Just 5 to 10 minutes. No distractions. Just you, your breath, and the presence of something bigger than you. Pray or meditate. Speak from your heart or simply listen. You don't need fancy words, just honesty. Just presence. Even a quiet whisper of thank you can align your soul with peace. Read something spiritual, a psalm, a devotional, a sacred verse, something that reminds you that you are loved, guided, and never forgotten. Go outside. Nature is the sanctuary. Feel the sun on your face, listen to the birds, look at the sky, and remember, you are part of something vast, beautiful, and divine. This daily connection grounds you. It gives your mornings meaning, your day's direction, and your life a deeper sense of purpose. You may live alone, but you are not living alone. You are surrounded by grace, by purpose, by a presence that walks beside you every step of the way. And when you tap into that each morning, your loneliness begins to feel like peace. Your quiet home becomes a sacred space. Your days, no matter how simple, begin to feel holy. So, take a moment each morning to go beyond yourself. Lift your thoughts higher. Breathe in the truth that your life still matters, your story still counts, and your journey isn't over. In part 6, we'll bring it all together, these 5 habits, and talk about how to stay consistent and joyful, even when life gets quiet. But now remember, you are not too old. You are not invisible. You are deeply connected to life, to love, and to something greater than yourself. The power of consistency, how these habits create a life of joy and strength. Welcome back. You've come a long way through this journey. You talked about the 5 morning habits that can transform your health and peace of mind. Start your day with gratitude. Move your body with intention. Nourish your mind before anything else. Hydrate and fuel your body right. Connect with something greater than yourself. But now let's talk about something that holds it all together, consistency. Because the truth is, it's not the big things you do once in a while that change your life. It's the small things you do every day, with intention, with love, and with patience. If you're between the ages of 50 and 80 and living alone, there is something beautiful and powerful in having a routine that grounds you. Something that says, I matter. My time matters. My health and joy are a priority. The quiet moments you spend with yourself in the morning aren't just habits. They're rituals of self-respect. Now, let me be honest with you. There will be days when it's hard. Days when you don't feel like stretching. Days when your mind is clouded. Days when loneliness tries to creep in. And that's okay. You're human. But don't give up on yourself. Even on those harder days, just do one thing. Drink the water. Say the prayer. Stretch your arms toward the sky. Speak one word of gratitude. And let that be enough for that day. Because here's what happens when you stay consistent. Your body gets stronger. Your mood gets lighter. Your confidence grows. Your home starts to feel like a haven, not a prison. And your life begins to feel like it has rhythm even in the silence. You start to wake up with purpose instead of dread. You begin to enjoy your own company instead of fearing the stillness. You feel more alive, not just existing, but living. Let these habits become the roots that hold you steady, no matter what storms may come. And remember, you're not behind. You're not too late. Your best years don't have to be behind you. They can start right now with a single choice. One morning at a time. One breath at a time. Just one loving action toward yourself at a time. So here's my challenge to you. Start tomorrow. Pick one of these habits and commit to it for 7 days. Watch how you feel. Watch how your energy shifts. Then add another habit the following week. Before long, you'll look back and realize you built a new life. A stronger, healthier, more joyful life. And you did it for the most important person in the world. You. You may live alone, but you are not alone in this journey. You are becoming stronger, wiser, and more radiant. Every single day. Keep going, you've got this. Let me ask you something. When was the last time someone looked you in the eye and told you, you still matter? That you're not too old? That you're not invisible? That you're not done? Because the truth is, we live in a world obsessed with youth. A world that celebrates new beginnings, as long as you're under 40. But what if I told you that your new beginning could be right now, today? If you are between the ages of 50 and 80 and you're living alone, this message is for you, because too many people your age have been told to sit down, slow down, and just coast through the rest of life. But I don't believe in that lie, and neither should you. You are not at the end of your story. You are standing in a sacred, powerful chapter, one filled with the freedom to breathe, reflect, and rebuild. And even if no one else is in the house with you, your life still has meaning, your days still have purpose, your soul still burns with potential. Yes, you've been through things. You've carried burdens, lost loved ones, weathered storms, and maybe even had moments where you asked, is this all that's left? But hear me clearly, there is so much more ahead. More joy, more strength, more clarity, more peace. And it all begins in the morning. The way you start your day has the power to reshape your entire life. One sunrise at a time, not with expensive routines or 12-step programs, but with small, simple habits that are life-giving. Habits that feed your mind, body, and soul. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 of the most powerful morning habits I've learned. Habits that have kept me healthy, focused, and emotionally strong, even while living alone. And no, it's not too late to start. In fact, now is the perfect time. You've spent your life giving to others. You've been the caretaker, the worker, the partner, the parent. But now, it's your turn. It's time to pour into yourself with the same devotion you gave to everyone else. You are not forgotten. You are not broken. You are becoming. This is not the end. It's the beginning of a new rhythm, a new mindset, and a healthier, more vibrant you. So whether you're waking up in a quiet home, a small apartment, or just in a new season of life, I invite you to lean in, because the way you rise each morning, especially when you're rising alone, can be the very thing that brings you back to life. Let's begin.